every time I look, I'm like, you're so good, look how you do all this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, all right, okay, here we go. I'm just gonna read to the camera, I'll introduce you and
Okay.
talk to me. Here we go, 5, 4, 3. Sharon Mahn is the founder and CEO of Mahn Consulting, an executive search firm, and was recently named one of the top 100 leading global legal consultants and strategists. So Sharon's with me, great to have you here.
Great to see you, Jane, as always.
So to lay the groundwork, what does Mahn Consulting do exactly?
So we are a legal and executive search firm, and we work internationally. We help lawyers and CEOs change jobs, whether that be in companies or with law firms.
Okay, great. And you've been doing this for quite some time.
A long time.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your background and what led you to be the founder of this company.
Well, originally I went to law school, and I think law school is great preparation for any type of job that you do. But in particular, what I found is that being a lawyer by background helped me be more empathetic towards my clients. I did not love practicing law, but I love the idea of helping lawyers meet their goals for their jobs. So I fell into the legal recruiting field, and it was a lucky, it was very lucky for me.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that makes a lot of sense, because I've said if I had to go back, I would get a law degree.
I think you'd be great as a lawyer.
If I could even pass law school. But like there is a lot of this you use in your career and things that you know,
Absolutely,
so that's
absolutely.
really good, interesting.
It is.
What about trends in the legal industry? What are you seeing?
So COVID interrupted a lot that's going on in the world right now, and everyone was worried about working remotely, how would that work out? And luckily with the advent of Zoom and other conferences, people were able to still keep in step and not lose too much time. So remote working now, it's still up in the air on what will happen. Will people go back to work? Will they not? That's sort of shaking out a bit. But culturally, that's going to be a big issue, because when people don't go to work and they're working remotely, how do you keep your culture? How do you bond? How do you do all that that we had done historically in the past? That's been usually the culture of companies.
Yeah, no, it's a tough thing that we're still feeling out. We
really are.
4 years later.
Yes.
And it feels like lawyers were able to work from home. That was pretty seamless for them, and still
Right.
a lot are working from home, right?
That's right, that's right. I worry about the younger generation though. Like, what do they do now as they go and they find their mentors, even just bonding after work, going out for drinks, and where you really get to know people. How do you do that? And that's really what it is, the glue with these companies to keep people together. So I worry about that. My generation, I'm good. I've done this for decades.
Yeah,
you make your network, but when you're younger, you really do need to have that face-to-face interaction that you just can't get from a Zoom call.
Absolutely. They're missing out on a lot of fun things. I mean, I know
Absolutely.
there's headaches with the commute, but there's a lot of fun.
There's a lot of fun to be had, yes.
Working in stories that come created in office. Now, what about AI and technology in the legal firm? How are you navigating that?
It's such a hot topic right now because no one knows where it's going. People appear to be threatened by it. And what I've seen in the past is that if you put your head in the sand and you don't pivot or go with the flow, you will be left behind. AI is here to stay. We have to embrace it. We have to find ways to work with it and still find ways to just make it current. And there's still a human touch that's needed. You still have to look at what AI is doing. There's a funny story about a recent court case where a lawyer went to court, used only AI to quote cases. As it turned out, all the cases were absolutely incorrect.
Okay.
So you still need that human element where you need to check it out. You can't rely on it fully as of now.
Do you find that lawyers are using AI in terms of like simple a lease or like a simple MOU or something like that?
Even though lawyers are very risk averse, they're the first to like change or want to change. It can be very helpful when you're using it for basic documents. It really does take a lot off their plate. So I think it can be very helpful from that front. If you're a trial lawyer, not so much. You're not going to have an AI machine trying your case for you or talking to a jury, but you will have that in basic, as you mentioned, leases and real estate documents.
Right,
and
and it kind of frees them up for kind of the kind of digging deeper into things and doing more research that still requires a human brain.
That's right.
For now.
For now.
Yes. Will there be regulation, you think, in AI
I hope
and
so.
law? Okay.
I hope so.
And why is that needed?
I think it's needed because I think that without it, there's going to be a lot of issues. People don't know where to draw the line with AI. There still are going to be copyright issues occurring with that, and we'll see how that all shakes out. There's someone behind doing all of those documents for AI. Who are they? Do they get compensated? So there will be a lot of good legal issues coming up in the near future about
Oh my
it.
goodness, it's going to be an interesting few years that we're headed for.
Yes.
Even longer. Sharon, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So great to speak with you, Jane, as always.
Thanks. Okay,
That's
that was
it.
great.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
No,
Thank you
that's
so
awesome.
much.
Don't forget your mics on.